between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks.
We got us a little rain game here, fellas.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They run out of the gun with Swift. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Oh, come on, I'm supposed to pick that.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down and lowers things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the
Oh,
coverage has
somebody's
been tight
get that
just
ass
about
beat.
every throw. Forced to be here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And some room to work. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind. And
this is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nailed it.
And no return on this one as the fair
Been a long
catch
time.
and take it.
Even though Halloween's over, Mike's still here, man. Mike is still here.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That ass up.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Young off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
The slot man in motion right. Young on third down. It's incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Walker now at 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. To throw is Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That one caught by
wasn't that no man.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was drives never end out. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that's just a tremendous play to pick that ball off.
It's about to get real ugly. Hey, Pops my Glock. It was my birthday on the 30th, bro, you know. Just passed, man. Wish me happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? The girls gonna take me out. She's gonna watch it.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend.
Enjoy that.
Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it,
What's the more
they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
You ready for him? You scared of something.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter.
Pops my Glock. That's going to get real ugly. I'm telling you.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
That was easy.
But it's intercepted.
What are you, fucking 12?
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So
12 years old or something?
20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
was that?
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone.
I don't not do that because it's just like, damn, bro, you think it's easy picks. Like, how can I appreciate this?
Thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position,
up, baby.
A real threat. This is 3rd and long. It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake
I'll let you get that.
Cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Young.
Good.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles got 3
Pops my Glock. You might not score,
they
bro.
don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Alright, what am I gonna do to you? Keep trying to blitz me, so.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. Fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go.
Fried.
And now it's 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion.
He had him fried.
He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run on 1st down. Felton.
Oh, come on, Felton.
Toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Felton, come on,
Give
baby.
2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Darnold down to throw.
Oh, come on, Donald, man. Donald's fucking in.
The Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon,
I seen him there, Pops. It's just like, down. Should have put right past him. I had you full and everything.
All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now. Offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time.
It's physical out there.
And a short gain here across the 10.
Get physical defense I'm talking about. I don't care what the offense do.
They'll play fake. Now Young. On the move. Incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go.
Boy, you're lucky as fuck.
Well,
they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Man open, and St. Brown has got it.
Good shit.
And he is going to have a Lions.
That's all you had is for weak shit.
The 3rd down conversion.
My defense is really dominating you boys out there.
1st and 10, Young. He's going to get the
man,
Swift underneath. A short gain here, maybe
Who was on that shit?
to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be Young again. He's airing it out for Williams.
Good defense. Good defense. That was good defense.
The offense schemed going 5.
That defense is physical. Pops my Glock. We really popping our Glock out here. That's who's popping Glocks. Us. You ain't popping shit.
Here is Young.
You lucky. I should have picked that off.
Incomplete. How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Good tackle, baby. Good tackle. That's it. I was about to put the Diddy Joker voice on you real quick.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone.
Oh, well, thank you for the block, bro.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because
damn.
The great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5.
I got to throw it up to DK Metcalf, you know what I mean? Now DK Metcalf gave him a little bomb. Need some blocking.
That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
He's blitzing like a
so that time,
motherfucker.
Charles, quarterback helped
I gotta
us
do
really
what I
in the
know can
pocket
stop
in the
him.
face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
I'm gonna hit you with
The
the
offense
Tyler
on
Lockett.
3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
That's the way you playing, man. The score can get real ugly.
Ready to kick off their next drive.
You need to score or something.
It hasn't gone particularly well
Come on,
for them.
Pop.
It's obvious. In
I
these
really just want
conditions,
to be
no
on
points
defense.
so far. They've got for the third time here in this half, it's
I should have
intercepted.
fucking picked that, my linebacker.
And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy
We
of
gonna bust off some new
midfield.
shit on y'all. Fuck it. I know the fans want to see me capitalize, so I got to capitalize right here. Because you playing terrible. This is like terrible. Come on.
Blitz coming and down he goes.
Damn this line.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Tyler Lockett. Hit that. He's ass.
Over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, he's ass.
Almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an
Oh,
incompletion.
he's ass.
And they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf
Oh,
on the
what
deep
was
ball.
that?
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Ooh, he was about to get his only touchdown.
Football in his hands. Call that a return of 38.
Hey, pause my God. That should have been nice, bro.
I
gotta like people that did that, but can't let that slide.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Ooh, that was coming.
Inside the 45.
Ooh, that was coming.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole.
Come on, Pops, my
Ended
block.
up only getting 4 yards
Second
on the
half,
carry.
you know, playtime is gonna be over.
That one being bigger.
We're gonna be busting out the real shit.
44. Young. Pass incomplete. I hate to say it,
You got a
Charles, but the way
mediocre
that he is
QB
playing
like
this
me,
first
so
half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast playing against him today.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift.
Ah, come on, man.
What? At the 37. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Who did that? We had to stop it, bro.
With just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quadre.
We just need our defense to do their thing. Somebody about to get a treat. I don't care about the offense.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete.
Tyler Lockett only got 46 yards.
I don't know how he, like, if I was a supervisor, I would feel like I cannot take anything off. I don't get it either. Like, I feel like they pile so much work on them.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's St. Brown on the return. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Young. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross country, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back, halftime.
Passing ain't working.
We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside
the score should be like nothing.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch, being able to be balanced
is hell in my line.
And try and win this ball game.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
This is a little hard for me to compute because
God damn, y'all. I gotta pull my blitz killers out.
I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened.
Pull my blitz killers out on
you.
It
don't always a separate performance from these ace pass rushers.
Running right, here's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
My blitz killers is coming out now.
Has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Here's Darnold. Catch is made by Metcalf. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Pull the blitz killers out.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10, down at the 33. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw into the hands of Lockett. Down inside the 10, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this
Killers is out.
But now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Walker.
Ooh.
Get it down to the 2-yard line.
Like that.
From the 2
like
down,
that.
second and goal.
Like that.
Back to throw, Darnold. This is caught.
Ooh, that was some bullshit.
Kenneth Walker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive
Let's
right
kill
down
us
the
out.
field to extend their lead.
Pops my Glock. I told you, no, I'm done playing.
After's up and good, and the lead is now 24.
I'm done playing with you. I want my defense, though, to get theirs. They're going to turn up even more on
The
you.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Oh. Come on.
He's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Why ain't they let me pick that? He need a superstar trade on him. He's picking up for sure.
His best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He might sneak and run. He might sneak and run.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I don't run this play a lot, but I'm going to run it.
For the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down.
Got another blitz killer for you. Got another blitz killer for you. What up? I see Tyler Lockett doing something.
Darnold. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, familiar refrain,
now we turning up now. This is the turn up. I ain't want to do this to you before half. You know, you got to do that.
Because let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here...
Ooh, I should know you that you doing that weak shit. You ain't got nothing hard to do.
Maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score.
Come on, man, we there. We there.
Pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Young's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Eluding the pressure right. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. Young on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost
Get that ball. Get the ball.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
4th down, Young. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Popping those blocks.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold, a 23-yard run. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Pops my block.
Extra point up and through by Myers. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score.
Who's the competition? Pops my Glock, man. I already know, man. I remember your name. I don't remember you ever beating me before, but I remember your name. You remember me?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he will lose yardage here.
I don't want him to get more than 100 yards passing, y'all. Did y'all make that happen for me?
Throwing again on second down. Young, he's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson, the 30.
Oh, you got some chicken.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's
got some fried chicken shit right there.
He's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure.
Should have never got that. Now I need y'all to pick him off 3 more times for that. 3 more.
First down, Young.
Oh, he fucked it up.
Touchdown.
Oh boy, y'all let Pops my Glock score.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Pops my Glock, you done pissed me off.
Just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come.
Oh, man, it's number 2, dude.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Lions are going to take
it's cool, man. We rushed that one.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game 4 a week ago.
So don't you
mock
me.
The head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys.
And my goodness, another interception.
That's cool. They got whacked.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive.
I just had to pick him off right back, you know what I mean?
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball with a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Darnold. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one.
I don't know which one to.
Such a large lead and allow them to smile as this game continues.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Touching the pumpkins.
Now it's Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
Come on.
Yeah, he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Going with their tight end on
Damn, they all,
they
don't ever get that. My mind is not strong enough.
Kyle Shanahan had an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He will hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
You really get
Give him
bullshit all
19
game.
there as the drive marches forward.
Well, this game was decided a while
You were
ago,
no
and
match
that
against the
completion there
Seattle
is going to
Seahawks.
artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really
Seattle
applauding
Seahawks
probably his
now.
agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Came back with vengeance.
And Shark
Oh,
holds
this
it
is
in.
short time.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Young.
Yeah, well, I fit.
And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Yes, it did.
They kept the receiver in the short
Her
field,
little-
but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Stuck like that forever? She's like, it's just gonna make everything go back to normal? I don't think so. I think she is stuck like that.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Young. Knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young quickly to the flat.
Good tackle.
So
Good
he stopped
tackle.
for no gain. And
Good
that will bring up
tackle.
an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Yeah, it hurts. I heard that.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. sing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
You're really on some fucking vacation. Alright, that's cool.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. It's Williams on the catch. Finding space at the 40. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And Holly clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
It's another chance to get a pick.
Young to throw it.
Got the chance to get a pick.
Another interception. And now off to the races down the right side.
That boy's slow.
30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side.
Pop smoke, it could have been a lot worse, but this is kind of what we didn't want to do. You don't want to do that too well.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the...
Everybody got to pick this game. You get a pick, you get a pick, you get a pick.
Seems like
that's 4.
touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
Oh, good D.
One of their best efforts of the season.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away
Some
and
fucking
incomplete.
bullshit.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them. Whether they're in the game or down by a handful of touchdowns.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
He did that low
blitz. With just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Metcalf, they locking you down over there.
On 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Yeah. All timeout.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone.
You lucky that corner over there playing that D.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, Donald is slow.
Receiver And he's brought
He's
down.
slow as fuck.
The Lions quickly now
going
going to
for
use
that
the
shit.
last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Yeah, move him back, move him back. We're gonna hit you with a striker.
They snap it, they're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one.
We're going to give you a full 60 minutes.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Pops my Glock.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
Come on, another pick.
The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that part, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
That boy Diggs had 4 of them things.
Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been